Guys, welcome to a new episode of the JJA Show. I'm back after 1 week absence, and I'll explain myself a little what's going on in due to that absence. I had last week, um, to be frankly very honest, I got from Friday to Saturday night around 2 o'clock. I was still a little bit up. I was watching a movie, and I was enjoying myself with a little piece of licorice. Sorry about that. And so chewing, and I already had on the evening before, I forgot to tell you, a little bit toothache, if I'm being honest. And so I was, well, I took a painkiller. You know, sometimes you think you have toothache, but it's totally different. We all been there. I think it's also age of matter to be age matter, I think. And I was singing, eating, and somebody said, knack, and you could feel my tooth totally fall out. And to be quite honest, I don't know if you ever tried it, but mostly it's stress pain. It's not real pain, it is just stress pain, as that is called. And so I was. Due to my conditions, I have very high painkillers, and thank for that. That actually gave me to sleep on. So I took them and talked also with the emergency reconciled first, and they thought it was also a good plan. And well, they said contact the emergency dentist. Well, I did. I checked online what that would cost me. Well, that gave me even more toothache. So I'm a smart man, and somebody was willing, who has understand dentist, to look at it and made a temporary fixture. That's why I can now be. But he said you have to go to a real dentist and get it fixed totally. And I got totally for free because he is a big GTS fan. He is always following us on JJA Sports Studio and on JJA Live too. Thank you for that, by the way. I really appreciate that. He didn't want. I appreciate that. The guy respects his privacy, and I really respect it. But he's a licensed dentist, and so he said, "Well, I can't give you that due to taxes and insurance and blah, blah, blah. I can understand that." So I contacted a Danish dentist, and I explained the situation. Get this. The Danish dentist system, and that was the cheapest in whole Denmark, and I will count it quickly out for you in euros if I can find my app. Cost 2,500 Danish crowns. Now you think how much that is in euros? Huh? I will quickly count. Because it's a lot of money, I can tell you. You're going to get even more toothache. It's 336 euro, and I already had toothache after. I can tell you that. No, I was actually the day after I was actually without pain. The was actually more on the side and didn't cause any nerves to come out. So I was alright actually. And that's why I could easily wait also with the dentist. And on Tuesday I got to see done. So a friend said to me, why don't you go to Germany? I thought, yeah, hello, travel call sign. Well, I thought I'd do some investigation. So I found a German dentist in Flensburg. And 300 to 700 Danish crowns. It depends on the size of the filling it needs. So I'll count it out for you. That is 40 euro. That's the smallest. And the biggest that I will count out. Hold on. The biggest size is 700 Danish crown is 94 euro. That's a whole lot different. And that's the whole big problem here in Denmark. And I don't know how is that abroad arranged. If you have to. Here in Denmark is like this. The healthcare system is actually very good. I have no complaint whatsoever. They take you serious. They listen to you. They sit you down issues, and they're going to fall. If you go to the doctor, you won't be charged for it. Doctors are here for free. The problem is the dentists. They're not for free. That you have to pay totally self out of your own pocket. That's why I had to pay so much. It is technically, did you know that if you go on Facebook and you know a little bit Danish, you can find groups on Denmark that you can organize, travel organized to, for example, so you go with a bus, I think it's from Copenhagen or something, and then you travel all the way to Hungary or Poland just to get your tooth fixed. Imagine that, because it's so expensive here in Denmark. People, if you want to get an implant, so if you want new teeth in, it will cost you as the same price if you're going to buy a new car. And I'm not talking about a Mini here, all right? I'm just talking a normal, well, say that's Volvo, normal average good car. That is the prices of the Danish dentist. And they think to yourself, is that fair? No, absolutely not, because the problem is this. If you are on the poor side of society, so if you go on benefits, if you're a lone parent or whatever, because the economics in Denmark are designed on a two-way income in the family, so both adults have to be working. Then you have it financial very good, and they can go to these dentists whatsoever. The problem is, if you're on the poor side, so if you're a lone parent, minimum wage, then if you're out of work whatsoever, if you're on pension even, you have to go abroad. You can't afford, and these people has major, it's a statistic also, it has major dental issues. They go to Germany, and the problem is, if I get major issues with it, I have to go all the way back to Germany because they don't want to touch it here anymore. But trust me, 300 euros, I just don't have it laying around. So I'm also forced just to go get this majorly fixed. It is even going worse with this, actually, if I'm being honest. If you are, for example, it is even worse. Yes, you can get help from the council if you're on a property street, but first you have to lay out. So how can body, because and this is the thing, here in Denmark, you are not allowed, if you have benefits, you're not allowed to have more than 10,000 Danish crowns on your bank account, otherwise they will stop your Danish benefits. So how, if you need a new implant, how can you pay a new implant of 38,000 Danish crowns and you don't have 10? It's not possible. So the state is screwing you over. You're walking probably a lot of pain, while the state don't give a fuck about you here, about the dentist. And it is unheard of. There are action groups. Really on Facebook. Another thing, I think even on every social media there is protesting, because they say, what if we now do it like this? And the government has looked into it. I'll admit that. I'll give them their due. They said, okay, we'll do it. We'll put the taxes up with 2-3%. Everybody, everybody from who didn't, the dentists, because then they have to go work for the state, what means they get this income and they can't go fuck their the mistresses on their good-looking beach houses, because they only want to get the, they're going to get less, so they can't pay their bitches, what do you call them, the bitches lovers, to come over and fuck their brains out. That's why we're still paying this much. We ideas in there, the dentist in there, no. We just have to go, society has to pay their own bill, so we can charge a lot of fucks. Well, guess this, guys, get this. I want to ask the government now. I'm going to actually directly to the Danish government right now. Why just don't you also cover it and get help for the people who go abroad? And if there's something really terrible can happen, cover them for somehow emergency dentists on the hospital, and you cover it all, and then you screw over those lazy bastards who can only have a young chit riding their young. You know what I mean? It is unfair. And this is what the JJA show stands about. I will always come up for the weaker in society. I do. If you're watching the show, if you're from Denmark and you have seen these similar things, don't hesitate to leave messages on the chat or even on comments. Tell your experience, because this is important, guys. This is important because it's a major issue. Because what can dental issues give you? Actually, a lot. It can give you infections. What can technically lead to, for example, blood poisoning, all that kind of shit. Blood poison leads you maybe to a bad heart. Bad heart leads to death. So technically, because of they don't want to pay less because they have to lay every mistresses in their beach houses on where, then they can because they don't give a fuck you're dying, and that is technically the issue what we're talking about right here now. And that is the screwy part. And I thought, well, I'm going to take this up on the JJA show because I think it's a very important issue we're talking about here for the matter. I know I have international views, and that makes even more consent to let even the international world know from, hey, this is going on in Denmark. There are some certain things in Denmark for a country that is so devolved and so good running, but they screw you over. They really do. And I know I live in this country, and I have it. Yes, I'll be honest. I don't have it bad. I really don't. But this is just screwing over people. They don't give a fuck about you here. So I just want to get to notice because I felt like, what? And this thing is, when I phoned to the dentist was actually the cheapest dentist in whole Denmark. Think about it in the stats, because I go after, if I want to go to somewhere, I don't, I look at the quality. I Google some store stats. I look at the quality, but also price, what you have to pay, because eventually it comes all down to one thing. You have to pay the bill. And if you can't pay the bill, you're screwed. And to be quite honest, you can't live with half-broken teeth because it will hurt and give infections. I just want to tell you. So this is a major issue, and I think there has to become some negotiation. I don't think it's fair that, because the problem is, if you say, well, we just pay a normal wage, which yes, then the doctors will come and say, wait a second, I'm working for the state and they get for free, and I get to live on some sort of state payment. Don't get me wrong, it's still a lot of money they get. Okay, don't get me wrong, because my doctor, I know he owns also a holiday house, so don't worry about it. Okay. But what I'm saying is, then they also come, and then the whole system screwed up. Then you have to put up taxes 10%, because then they have what they need and they can still sit on the ass. Come on, dentists in Denmark, be a little bit social. Think about the poor in society for once. Have you ever heard the story about Robin Hood? Huh? I mean, can you remember how actually? And to be quite honest, I don't think it's right to steal, but this is stealing from the poor and not stealing from the rich here. That's what you're doing, technically. So I want to ask the Danish society, and not the society, the dentist society in Denmark, do something about this, because it's unheard of. It's even for me technically cheaper to go to Holland. Everybody's going to abroad. Aren't they waking up slowly from, hey, there must be something wrong, that they go to Germany, Poland? Doesn't matter. Even in England, I've been looking. It's cheaper for me to go there. I have to take plane. That is the problem, because if you have toothache, that's the whole problem. You have toothache, you got to take an air, and due to the pressure, you get even more pain. So you don't want to do that. You really don't want to. So I think it is a matter, but you. So and I want to say thank you, by the way, for the Danish trains company, DSB, because I was actually lucky because when I made the dent, I first looked at the trains. I got very cheap tickets to go to Flensburg, and then I got for my tooth fixed. And so I want to say also thank you for the dentist in Germany. I don't know if they're watching the JJA show at the moment, because I think they're doing a pretty good job. Because the thing is, I don't even have to take euros on. I just can pay with my Danish coin. I can talk Danish. They talk Danish because they're not stupid, they're smart. Because hey, they think, well, I'll take all your customers come down here. Sure, come. That is the thing. And then dentists in Germany, I'll bet you that if I went, for example, to a dentist to Berlin, I would even pay less. I don't want to travel all day to Berlin just to get a tooth fixed. I can understand if I want an implant. I can understand. Maybe I would also write myself up to go to Hungary with a bus or to Poland. That is my thing. So if you need a dentist in Germany, I can advise you this one. So contact me with his details. Then I can give you the details, and I will help you out. So don't worry. Leave me a comment or contact me on jjasportstudio.com. Then I can give you the details if you need to come to a cheap dentist, because this is Holleboek. This is onze. I heard stories. If you go to Copenhagen, it's even worse. I mean, maybe they have to give your new bought car just to get your tooth fixed. I'm just saying, and it's getting only worse and worse and worse. Because the thing is, I've been with this dentist before over the phone, and I just had to get a tooth pulled. It was so destroyed. It was totally. And I thought, well, then I pulled my tooth. It cost me only 380 crowns. So how can it just suddenly be that over 800 crowns is just to take a look on it? Fuck you, I say. And then you call out the cheapest dentist. Well, I think it's still expensive. But this is my story. And I would like to help you. So if you are having an issue with a Danish dentist, let me know, because we can stand strong. Because this is media, guys. This is media. How you way or put it. So if you have an issue with a Danish dentist and you think you're unfair, we're all ears here on JJA. That's why we're here, JJA Live Tube. Okay, we do sports shows, we do entertainment news, but we also want to come a little bit up for people who has an issue in this world and help them and let them tell their story. This is the thing. So if you have a really gigantic story and you want to share it, so this is a call out, and I want to see, of course, proof in the beginning. We'll have a chat and we'll change information about it. And if I can convince my producer on the JJA show, you come live over webcam and you tell your story, because your voice will then be heard. And that is the power of media. That's why I'm also telling you, just try to change the ways here in Denmark. I don't know if I'm successful. I'm just saying. That is the great thing of the JJA show. And some people are bitching around it. It's too harsh. Well, tough luck. Sometimes you have to be harsh, because there are people suffering. There are people who can just pay rarely their bills nowadays in Denmark, and they have even teeth, and they have to go to the dentist, but they can't because they can't afford it. That is the problem. And if maybe we have to make some sort of social plan. If you're under some certain income, then the state will cover you or something. Yes, then you get the discussion, and yeah, well, I'm just earning a few crowns over. And that will always be a discussion. But I think I'll leave this to the politics. But I think it's a very good, important issue we're grabbing on now, because there's a lot of people suffering. And what they did actually, if you go on benefits in Denmark, it's even now worse. They made a ceiling onto your benefits. Don't get me wrong. I can understand also why, because there are some certain people in Denmark, they get so much in benefits, they get more in benefits. What if they, for example, take a job, a normal full-time job? And that is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. That I agree on. But in this case, there's a lot of people who don't get so much money in benefits, and they have to go also to dentist, and they can't pay it, they can't afford it. And that's why I think there should be some sort of ruling. Okay, but I'm not a politician. I have my political agenda. I do. I think that also, have you noticed, you have seen standing out. People ask actually sometimes what side I'm on. I'm a little bit right wing, but also I'm a little bit social in the matter. I like to stand up for the weaker in society. And I think that is a given, but I think you also, for example, if you take a job, you should also get something out of it, because otherwise, if you can get just the same as in benefits, you sit in your lazy butt on the sofa all day, while somebody's, sweating their behind to get a job and get so same pay, that is not fair either. And you know what I mean? And I see that a lot. I see that in Denmark. I have seen that in a lot of countries. But I don't think, that, for example, if politics say, well, we just let's pay the whole bill on the poor society while we the rich get richer. That is also kind of bullshit. But they see a lot. They see also with the new medical bill in the United States that, yeah, the people who are really ill, like the chronically ill, they have to bear the whole burden now. While the people, the rich, they don't have to pay a dime again. It is wrong. It's wrong. So there are some good things in Denmark actually. Don't want to change, and then you think to yourself, well, so on the 18th, when I'm going to the dentist, and I think that is on the first day, I won't be doing any shows that day, because I have to be there at noon, and I have to probably hold my mouth is like, you know what I mean? So I hope you understand that, and I really appreciate that if you do. So yeah. So what else going on? Well, I actually had a nice relaxing week. I didn't do much. I actually been lazy. Due to this tooth thing, I closed my totally a little bit off. I really had, because they said my doctor said you have to take quiet because it can be also stress, so you're not allowed to work. And so I did a little bit, but not much, and then I played a little bit of games. I'll be honest. And I need also some time my free time. I really do, and I hope you really respect that for that also. So I relaxed a little bit, and yeah, that's my thing. And now I'm ready to go. I got cleared yesterday, and very late, and then I didn't want to actually. I was too tired to do review, so I did the review for the movie runs this morning. I hope you really liked the movie I did. Black Book is a real great movie, by the way. You should go see it. It's later on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/JJA LiveTube. Right. Don't forget to subscribe, people. Don't forget to. Very important. The thing is, due to I was so lazy this week, I haven't watched any news. I haven't watched. I'll be honest. I didn't even see one match in the Champions League or Europa League. I saw the results, but that's it. Now, that's going to be a little bit funny for tomorrow. This week's in sports, but I'm catching up. You know what I mean? I'm doing a few days and reading everything through I need to know, and then I hope I'll be there. On tomorrow evening while we're doing live this week's in sports. But it will probably don't be so long story the next week. or this tomorrow. I'm looking forward to doing this show. They're live and it's discussion and I know we're going to talk about Hernandez, the football player who killed himself in jail. That's actually going on already for a while, but I think it's a great topic to take on. So, but that is for the JJA this week's in sport. Talking about that, so the deal is because you've noticed we went to a new strain. We do now one walk a day, and the thing is that means for GDA we're not doing any more sports. Yeah, I know. Calm down, keep watching. Okay, we're doing everything but sports. So that's like the motto before we went back again. And tomorrow it's all sports for you. So I take all the sports from here from JJA Show and put them onto this week's in sports. All right, that's what it's about. So we actually parted the JJA Show in two ways again. You know what I mean? And that is the thing, because if you watch the show and you don't like sports, then you know you're thinking, oh my God, he's going to talk about Champions League again. My God, Saturday evening. I know you're thinking that sometimes. I don't understand. Or wrestling. What is that for matter? No. That is past. All the sport freaks can now tune in tomorrow. I don't know. I think it's also airing around 8 o'clock in the evening. You'll be live. You can watch it. It's going to be a great show. We're going to do all kinds of sports. It's not only football or wrestling. We're going to do tennis and everything. And we have some announcements made. So we're going to do more also events, like for example, Wimbledon will be added to the stock of an event page. It's getting. I think the Super Bowl is also getting an event page. It's really getting bigger there, guys. It's amazing. It's really amazing what we're going to do in the future. So, yeah. Well, that is the story for this is about, and so what's new else? Well, actually nothing, because I'll be honest, I still have a half hour to fill. I can see on my clock. Yeah, I have a great story. It actually happened today. I want to take it up, and I was laughing my ass off because you are aware of JJA Sports Studio. We are sharing posts with other Facebook groups. We made them deals. Can you also post your topics in our Facebook group? If you want that, absolutely contact us. We have a certain limit. So, but just contact to hear us about how and whatsoever. And there was this, so we posted some wrestling. So I think it was about Steve Austin giving his force in the House of Horror match and for WWE Payback. And the funny part was that I was laughing my ass in piece actually, but I'll be freakingly honest about it. It's suddenly I later in this I saw got comments. I'm always a little curious what they write something. So I look at this guy and this guy says, "Fuck off, you nigger." And it was pointing to me because I laid in. There was no one commenting. I thought to myself, huh? So I reported first to Facebook because this discrimination is sold. I don't want to. I thought to myself, wait a second, we're going to have a little bit of fun with this guy. So I wrote back to the guy on the comment underneath, and I said, well, sorry guy, but you have to get your vision tested because guys, you look at me. Am I a nigger? No, stop laughing. Stop laughing. Yes, I can see you there. You're almost laughing your teeth. I know that. I am Caucasian. All right. I mean, these guys are just trolls, and this is the thing. These trolls just write something shit about it. They don't even look at me. I'm no Negro, idiot. I will get his name out, so don't worry. I will go take a look for it. I was really. No, I was so finished of laughing. Hold on, I will get his name out. Yeah. Mikael Yev, waar heet hij nou? Mikael Yevloviv. That is so Mikael and then Gevlogf. Sounds like he's somewhere from, I don't know, Yugoslavia, Russia. Probably, just more. And they think this is just funny. I think it's just stupid because you can easily also see in my profile picture, I'm white. How stupid is this guy? I don't think he knows even what a Negro actually is. So, asshole. Racial asshole, I will call you. So look at this. A Negro has brown or black orientated. Mostly they're coming from the African nation or the African nation. Those are Negroes. They're black in their face and brown. Okay, if you're a Negro watching, I know I don't want to be insulted. I just give him an example what a Negro is, where you can recognize a Negro with, because I think he can't remember. I don't know, maybe I think he's a little bit brain, farted. He has no brain. It sounds like he has no brain. You know what I mean? So a Negro is not white. I'm white. I'm Caucasian. Look at my face. Look at my hands. Come on, here, take a look here. My feet even, yeah. Yes, I have a hole on my sock. Also white. I have also other part white, so I'm not going to show you on that because then YouTube will pull this video. And that's the thing, and I see that sometimes, and if I watch, for example, Noah's show, I also there's this teabag guy who always comes in. He has 1,000 accounts and comes in and just writes some bullshit, and they kick him off again. And I think to myself, because to kick you off, it takes 2 seconds. That is also the thing. If you have such a comedy, it takes 2 seconds. To make a YouTube account, it takes what, 10 to 20 minutes. Are these people brain dead or something? They don't function. We just push one button. They have to go awful. Forms and icons, and they just get some comment. YouTube removes them also, everything. So I just don't get it. And the same for Facebook. People do it. I'll be honest, I'm going a little bit on fake accounts. There's been also a guy in my life who has actually always, haunted me, actually stalked me. His name is Alan Johansson. And he had 20,000 accounts because what was the thing? I will tell you the honest story what's about actually. I was always playing football manager on Facebook, and so I always beat him. I can't tolerate. So that's why I create fake accounts to get more money in there to train them more. Also, he trained them with his credit card, if you know what I mean. So obsessed he was. I couldn't tolerate, and that's why he started bitching at me, yelling at me. And then he subsided my ex-wife, and then he took my son in the middle. This is, so sick are these people. And they know what they don't forget is they actually make a fool of them, because eventually I got the cops on his neck. Then he starts slowly a little bit off. Because I think the police also said something to him. But he's still a stupid asshole. I mean, he was writing also once that I was doing drugs. Well, seriously, if you want to think I'm doing drugs, then fine, we just go do a blood test. I'll publish them here on YouTube for you guys. And then you look like a fool again. It is so funny. They think they heard me, but the funny part is, due to I'm so assertive, I like to stand up for myself, and I put it in your face. I'll stand up and I'll pitch at you. I'm that sharp, and I'm coming out with these very funny rhetorical remarks, and that make them look like an idiot. They are looking like an idiot. I mean, what is the fun out in it? I just would like to know, what is now the fun of it? Just make fake accounts and starting bitching everybody. What is the fun of it? Do you get off on it or something? You get orgasm or something of it? What is it? I don't know. So I'm asking you because I think it's rather boring to do that. To stalk some people and bitch at them and all that kind of shit. Because in the end, because what he also did, and that was pure illegal, that's why he also got cops on it. He was doing some rather illegal stuff. He was abusing my pictures and stuff, my private pictures and all that kind of stuff. And he was also not that smart to create one on my account. And then I found out and he got the police on board. Yeah, I heard he had the police on his doorstep that day. So that is the thing. So go ahead and attack me. Make all the fake accounts you want. I just push you one button. So I just want to get it out because what is now the fun of it? To go through so much trouble for why we YouTube creators, we can just push one button and you're gone from existence. You're not even heard of. Eventually, also YouTube get a notice of that and they will delete you totally. So all the work you've done to create these fake accounts will be blasted in 2 seconds. Wow. Was it so good? Did you really get off on that? I mean, seriously. It's also so fun, you know, and I like to watch sometimes Catfish. I don't know if you ever seen that TV reality program. It's about these guys who find somebody on Facebook and they totally fall in love with because they have a picture. But then they ask, have you ever spoken to the person? No, I haven't. So wait a second. So technically what you're saying in that way, right, is okay. With other words, I just Google a very, very beautiful girl. I put it on Facebook and I say, oh yeah, oh I love you, oh I love you. You know, and they think I'm really this hot chick. This is how rhetorical it comes, yeah. You know, a lot of people fall for that. And they think on Facebook, I really get annoyed with it and I really have my day with it. Dude, if you won't do that to me, I just push one button and I just go on with my life and have a great time. You know, you don't do that. I hope you really get that you so much you get off on it. You know what I mean? That's you know, it's really good because it doesn't do me one squat. I just push one button and you go. And if it's really that terrible, just push on the police and then let them solve the issue. It's not even my bill because they're going to the state. So if you want to screw your own state over, because technically what he did, he could go do time actually for that. But okay, I think he got off with a fine with it and something. So, but they warned him also that next time he had to go to jail. So there are people. If you are being haunted by some, stalker, and you really need help, we're here again for you. Just contact us, and we'll help you through what you have to do, and etc. Because there are some techniques that can help you, and because it's not on. Because unfortunately, there are some people who can tolerate. Because I'll be honest, as a YouTube creator. And doing these social sites, you really have to have a thick skin. If you can't, then you can't. Because a lot of people on Facebook really get hurt by these things. And I can, in a way, understand that. Those are the trolls after. They think they can have me. I don't give a red sauce. I just give a funny program. I just go on my. But the results can be terrible if you look at it. Look at, for example, the series 13 Reasons Why. We did also a review on it. And unfortunately, it's a true happened story. And it's happening a lot, unfortunately. And in America, is it actually so terrible? I think it's the second number 2 death on the teenagers today because they can't tolerate anymore, and the emotion to stop that's not totally finished building them. So that's why this happening, these suicides. And that is so shame. When I look at these things, then I think to myself, yeah, I can understand, and I also, you know what, maybe a good idea is because if you really feel like, I will make you an offer. If you have actually have been actually traumatized by, for example, a stalker online, like these people, and you really feel hurt with it, you're welcome to come talk about it on our show. And how you got over it. Because I'll tell you one thing, because otherwise you get stalked. We can't protect you 100%, but we can give you some always advice what to do. And the best advice is always, if you really feel hurt, don't be scared to ask for help. But the thing is, and I know is that because of my parents, for example, they say, yeah, delete your Facebook. Yeah, but that doesn't solve it because then they win. So that is not the issue. There are other ways, better things to do. Because you can delete your Facebook. Of course you can. Of course you can. But there are some certain ways. And Facebook has some also, I'm not talking, I think Facebook has it also, YouTube has it, some protection shields in that. So if you really are in that need that you've really been stalked by some assholes, because I don't give a fuck, because I just push delete and then I go on with it. So you can troll me all you want. I don't give a rat's ass. You know, you're wasting your time, dude. But there are some certain things you can do. So if you don't know these things, I'm gladly to help you out with it. I really do. There are some things that you can do to protect you. And unfortunately, due to my ex-wife, I found this out. I had found out the hard way. And thanks, I offered my thanks also actually to the Danish police who guided me through. So I learned my lesson. I know I've been there. And it's not because stalked me, but she was trying to abuse my Facebook profile she was friends with, and they got insulted. Now, to protect my friends, I had to make some adjustment to my Facebook profile. And thankful I did. And I can tell you this, these people now can write easily on my Facebook wall. She can't see it anymore, even with a fake account whatsoever. So there are some adjustments. If you don't know them, I'm here for you guys. You can contact me. I'm willing to help you for that. You know, in that way, I'm also very social guy because I can understand where you're coming. Because it's painful. It's really painful. Damn, I got thirsty, guys. Unfortunately, I lost some friends due to that because of my stalking of my ex-wife. And that I hate my ex-wife? Absolutely. I hate that bitch. I can tell you that. And I have no secrets hiding there. I just tell you this. And to be quite honest, everybody who knows about why I hate her, they can also understand why. They totally said, well, I would definitely hate her. I would bitch slap her so hard that she will be spinning around the world in less than 80 days. I can tell you that. Well, it's actually become an interesting story. You know, this is the social show of JJA. Just to turn a little light because I found myself a little bit. Yeah, you know what I mean. And now I look a little bit bluish, so I'm just going to look where my thingy is because I have here also a little button. Here you go. So I just have to make some light adjustments, people. Oh, that light is a little bit sharp. Because otherwise I look so bluish, you know, and then people say, oh my God, he's looking blue, and then they phone the ambulance, and because he says he's looking blue, I'm not. Ooh, that is a little bit sharper. I'll do that on him because the light's actually ideal. So guys, it's not because I don't want to be, you know, the Terminator, but that light's a little too sharp to sit without sunglasses. But anyway, welcome back. Yours again. Ooh, baby. So that's maybe it was also a little bit good to talk about that, about this, you know, because unfortunately, for a fact, I do know it's happening a lot, and Um, and that is a shame because a lot of people get hurt by this. And um, but I really want to help you guys. So if you something you don't know what can I do with this, just go to what you can do is go to well, you can send me on YouTube a message, of course. That is no issue. I think I've seen I open an email box for it actually. And but otherwise, just go to jjasportstudio.com and there the contact button, and we'll always help. We have a great team. So we always have somebody sitting in there and answering your mails, and if you need help, and we're always welcome to help you. If we can't help you, we always point you further someone more professional trained with that matter, because we're just amateurs on that area because we're actually not doing these, but because of this, the problem is very severe, and we really want to help you. But I always, if I always one thing. And what I really always like is always after time, give me a little bit backlash, Hey, how did it go? Did my help? Or did the guy actually need help from? Did that really help? Because I always like that, because then I also have something, hey, I did something good for this world. I helped that part of the matter. And that thing. So, and the funny part is but the greatest part is, and we're not giving legal advice, but we have some people on the legal bound running around here. So if that's really, you can always take a look if it's really necessary to get a hold of the police or not, if it's can pay it off. Because I know for a fact, and that is shameful because it's happening so much. The problem is, with nowadays the police, they have something they throw to the side. And we're not talking small numbers here. I can tell you that. And that is a shame. You know what I mean? I think that I think that the police should step more in. The problem what these guys are facing, I was talking very with an old wise copper, and he said, cases, I do want to help these people because I think it's ridiculous. The problem is we're facing the internet is not with rules sometimes bounded towards the country. It's very difficult because the form is via country, because you're going up to the satellites out of space. So you're not reaching laws. You don't know where you don't know where the person is living. So the problem is that it's very hard to bind with laws. So what the only thing that it can happen is that all the world leaders should sit together and make common laws how that should be helpful. The problem is, due to we have so much difference, that will never work out. I mean, if we have to listen, then after ergo done, for example, well, we can't even write there on the internet. I could not even do my show because we're controversial. I know that for a fact. I'm not stupid, but we trying, of course, in a social way to help and point things at society. But the thing is, I'm also pretty harsh about Turkey. Well, sorry about that, because that is because of his dealings. I'm just reacting. I'm reacting on his reaction. That's all. Somebody does something and I just react. That's all what I'm doing. Nothing else. Just give a little bit of my opinion, but that's part of the reaction. So if you don't want to be mentioned here on the JJA Show, just keep yourself quiet and you'll be fine. You'll never be mentioned on the JJA Show. And the cases with Ergodan, I'll point out is that he doesn't like the reaction. He says something and then he thinks it has to be like this. But he forgets one thing, he's a human being. And he's not always perfect. For example, he said that with Holland that they're Nazis. What is that? What kind of crap talking? What do you think? Do you think the Dutch are going to sit down so far? Okay, Nazis. No, they won't, you asshole. They will give you the mid finger and tell you what for fuck case you are. And you can put us in a fucking box. That is the problem. And then, because making this comment, you are still welcome in our country? Guess again, idiot. I'll kick you so hard out if you ever come in my Denmark or Holland. I'll make sure you never need a plane back. So hard I'll kick you back to Turkey. The only Nazi who is actually here, that is Erdogan himself. Not that Turkey, because we're boycotting him. We don't want to give him too much attention. Otherwise, he's getting a boner. And we don't want that, right? No. This is what the JJA Show is about. And I'm willing to help you, but don't start attacking me because I'm not trust you. And that is the same for Erdogan, that's the same for Alan Johannesson, that's the same for my ex-wife, that is for all the people who are starting to attack me for no whatsoever reason. But for the people, you know, who are normal and just themselves and they need some help, I'm your best of friends. Trust me. And that's always my friends always say that these days. You just have to ask and be nice and respect. And that's, you know, that is the thing. And don't start bitching at me about it. Because I'm also just a human being. Think about it. Just saying it. My God, you know, the show's almost over. So, well, if you've been watching, I hope you also like the show for today. If you do, please push the like button. That if you always like it. If you don't like the show, push the dislike button. I just hope you push the like button, because then I also know that I did something good for you today, and that you like the show. I'm going out tonight. Yeah, I always like. I sometimes do get reactions on jjasportstudio.com. Thank you for watching the show, and I did this with my Saturday evening and blah blah blah. I like these things, I really do, and some people don't, because we're very busy at this moment. So I hope you can understand that. But I do like it. I really do appreciate it, though. I must admit that. And so I'm always looking forward to hear from you guys what you're going to do or what you have been doing on Saturday evening, because it can be that you're already out and about and you see this on demand. You can't that, because when the show stops, YouTube writes the show directly over to a YouTube channel on youtube.com/JJA Live Tube. There you can see the whole show actually and watch it and repeat it. Hey, that's great. You know what I mean? And if you do that, don't forget to share this video. You know, and tell your friends also to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Very important. Ask them to like this video, make a comment, open. Just stay a little bit nice, guys, you know, because I'm still on the Negro. Just saying. Tom, I'm really looking forward to the trolls comments today. Because, you know, if you talk about it, you get them. And I'm prepared. I don't do the right song. I really don't. Anyway, yeah, that's actually I had really in mind. I'm a little bit pumped. I thought to myself, oh my God, it's going to be a long show, you know, tonight. I haven't prepared anything. I haven't seen news this week. I haven't. I really haven't. And actually, it's been actually nice. I'll be honest. I like the JJA show. I do, because I just can talk about from my personal life point to push it wrong, because, you know, again, I'm also a human being, and maybe I have an also point of view. Can also be, definitely. I just hope you liked the video for today. If you do, don't forget to share this. Don't forget to like this, because think about it, if you help share, what does it do? Because now, take for example, the situation with people who don't have much money with to watch dentists and stuff. Huh? If you share this video, that can technically help because it comes quicker and more seen and comes quicker with organizations, human rights organizations, or people. And if you think, hey, he has actually a bloody good point. So that's why it's important. So if you share this video, don't share it for me, but share it for all the people who are stood up for it tonight. And share it for them. And let people show this video. Like this video. For all those people who I'm trying to stand up for. Because it really makes a difference. Show a little gratitude of your heart. Don't have to do it for me. Of course you do it for me, because I get more views and maybe more subscriptions. I really do, and I hope you do subscribe to my channel. But also subscribe then or like and share those for those people to help them. It takes you 2 minutes. Come on, guys. And you have a whole hour show. And I'm sitting here in a whole hour and talking to you guys about all kind of random stuff. And what is actually important. And sometimes you just touch a little with people's hand. So if you think, hey, these people, what we talked about, the situation, you need some help. If you know a friend who's getting stalked on Facebook, share him this video. Show that friend this video. And let that friend contact me. I will help him, don't worry. Or get some help to him. Because that's important. That's the thing, as I told you. Because sitting at home and be something like, oh shit, I'm being attacked on Facebook, I don't know what to do. That's where you have some. But when you go, all you need to do is ask. Ask for help. And that's why we're here on the JJA Show. Well, my hour is past with you. Time's up. Damn, I feel like a psychiatrist right now. No, I want to also go enjoy myself a little bit on Saturday evening here. My name is Jan-Jaap reporting for the JJA Show. And yeah, it's been a great show. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like our YouTube channel. We also on social media. We are on facebook.com/JJA Sports Studio. Don't forget to like that page. Very important. You can follow us on Twitter. And there we have @JJA Sports Studio. We are on Google plus.google.com/plus. We are sorry about that, on Pinterest, pinterest.com/JJA Live Tube. And of course here on YouTube, youtube.com/JJA Live Tube. All right. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't ever forget that. That's very important to us. And share this video on every social media platform you are. I really do appreciate that. All right. Thank you for watching. My name is Jan-Jaap reporting for JJA Live Tube. And I'll see you tomorrow with an episode of JJA this week's in sports. See you then. Have a great Saturday evening. If you're going out, drive carefully. Don't drink and drive, or the bus, or walk for that matter. What's better with a cab or the bus. And let me know what you did on Saturday evening. And if you need help, don't forget to ask to contact us. All right. Thank you so much. And don't forget to check out on JJA Sports Studio. All right. Have a great Saturday evening, guys. Ciao.